Hi everyone, welcome to the January market update for the local area covering Coulsdon and Purley. I've been looking at some of the data over the past year and I can tell you that according to Zoopla, house prices in Coulsdon under the CR5 postcode, so that's Coulsdon, Chipstead, Coulsdon, Netherton, house prices have risen 4.35%, and in Purley under the CR8 postcode they've risen by 4.92%. Now, if you have a look at the different types of properties, so semi-detached, terraced houses and flats, the absolute real winners have been semi-detached houses by a long way. Semi-detached houses in Coulsdon have actually risen by, according to Zoopla again, 9.65%, and in Purley 8.92%. That's a massive increase. I think the reason for that increase is the fact that during lockdown, a lot of people who were living in smaller properties decided that they needed that extra space, and the next stage up from where they were was obviously buying a semi-detached house, and there were not many semi-detached houses in the market when we came out of lockdown, and so I think property prices for those semis rose very, very quickly. Unfortunately, the losers have been flats, and particularly second-hand flats. There's been a lot of pressure compared to the new builds, which are able to offer the Help to Buy schemes for those first-time buyers. There are not as many investors around these days, obviously, because of the stamp duty and the tax implications on top. And it actually, if you look at Zoopla, they've actually gone down around about 2.9% over the past year. So unfortunately, flats haven't fared so well. But houses, semi and detached and terraced houses, have all done pretty well, particularly those semis. But what's been happening over the last 3 months, more recently, and in fact, Zoopla will show you that house prices have actually stabilised. There's been very little house price growth over the past 3 months, and that mirrors our own feelings really. In fact, if you look at the stats completely for the last 3 months, it will show you a small decrease. It's only about 0.1%, but that's obviously unusual on the backdrop of the big rises that we had in 2020. The stamp duty holiday is due to come to an end on the 31st of March. My own personal feeling is that it will come to an end. Obviously, I'm not Mystic Meg, but my feeling is that it won't be extended. They will have some sort of phasing out, I think, meaning that if you're close to exchange of contracts but can't complete by the 31st, I think they'll allow you to exchange and still have the holiday. But unfortunately, for a lot of the new sales at the moment, there is probably a very small chance or no chance of getting through by the end of March, and I don't think you'll get away with the stamp duty there, unfortunately. There is still a lot of momentum in the market. We actually had, as Park and Bailey, our busiest January for many, many years. We have a very good start to a year with some good launches on Boxing Day. Pretty much all of those properties have now gone under offer, and we are listing some new properties. In fact, we're doing more valuations now. We're seeing more people beginning to talk about coming out of lockdown in the near future and wanting to get moved again. So I'll have to see what this year brings. I suspect though that big house prices that we saw last year won't be repeated in 2021, but I do think we'll have a fairly reasonable market. Obviously we're very early on, so let's wait and see. I'd love to help you. Anything property related, if you're looking at moving, want some advice, want to get a valuation, want to talk through property, the cost of moving or how it works, do give me a call on 02 08 763 8060. You can drop me an email at Hadley, Hadley at parkandbailey.co.uk, and I'll drop in a link for you below in this piece where you can actually click on to see our guide to achieving a premium price for your property. So you take care, and I look forward to speaking